Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to be talking about 5 microphones that are very versatile when it comes to home recording studios. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about microphones that have a variety of different price points. Hopefully you can find one that best suits your needs. When being a home studio owner, it is important to know what microphones you are buying and what you are using them for. And personally, I believe if you can buy a microphone that can record multiple different things and do different things, that is getting the best bang for your buck. So number one being the Shure SM7B. This microphone has blown up incredibly, especially within the podcasters. This microphone has a nice flat frequency response, so that's why a lot of people love it. It also doesn't make a lot of internal noise, so that's also a big plus. This microphone costs around $400, which isn't too expensive, and honestly it's worth every bit of it. If you want to enhance this microphone, I highly recommend getting the Cloud Lifter. Now, I didn't use the Cloud Lifter for a few years after I bought it, but once I did add the Cloud Lifter, I realized the true potential of this microphone. Basically, you're just enhancing how much this microphone can actually pick up, and you're not overly turning the gain on your interface, which in turn causes noise on the interface itself. So I highly recommend getting the Shure SM7B and a Cloud Lifter if you're using an interface. If you're using a studio console, that's a different scenario, and your console should be able to provide enough power to where your mic is picking up where it's supposed to be. This microphone is great on snare, voice, hi-hat, etc. It's just a nice flat response that provides an awesome tone overall. Next up, I'm going to be talking about the Neumann TLM103. This microphone costs around $1,200 and it's kind of like the sister unit to the U87. The U87 cost a bit more, so the TLM103 is a nice step down. This has a very large diaphragm, providing a very wide image, and if you have 2 of them, they provide a nice stereo image of a drum set, but if you just have one, it's great on voice, guitar amps, etc. It provides a nice sparkly top end, as someone said on Gearspace, which I really loved. And some people even claim that this microphone beats out the U87 in some aspects. So yeah, the TLM103 is a nice microphone at a pretty good price point. From here on out, the prices are going to continue to drop. So this is the highest microphone that we're going to be talking about in terms of price. The next microphone that I'm going to be talking about is also known as the Voice of Radio. This is the RE20. This mic is incredible with bass and lower voices. It picks up low end really well. It has a cardioid polar pattern and it's a studio condenser. So if you need a mic that is really good with low end, I highly recommend starting off with the RE20. It's gonna cost you around $500, but it's a nice investment to have, as it's one of the true microphones that I think is affordable and can pick up bass really well. Not to say that the other mics mentioned can't do it, but this is just a really good mic to have when it comes to bass. The next microphone that I'm going to be talking about is the Sennheiser 421. This one actually has another really good bass response. This one's similar to the RE20 because it's also used in a lot of radio settings, but this one's also good at picking up high end as well. So if you want a good high low end, the Sennheiser 421 is pretty good. It's very versatile, hence the point of the video. A lot of people use the 421 on toms. The main drawbacks of the 421s are those little clips. They break so often. And so Sennheiser came out with a mini compact version of the 421, and I haven't heard too much about it. It's one of the microphones that I haven't personally used. I've seen that it's gotten mixed reviews, but it claims that the clip is way better and isn't gonna break on you. Compact version is gonna be doing the same thing, but it's just smaller, compact, lighter, so you're not gonna have mics falling on top of toms, which has happened, by the way. But going back to the 421, people have claimed that it's a brilliant sound and it also provides a great guitar tone. The 421 is going to cost you around $430, but the compact version is going to save you about $100 at around $300. So yeah, I highly recommend checking those out and also listening to mic shootouts, as people do those very frequently on the internet, just miking drum sets with different kinds of mics, and you can hear the different tonal shifts within the different microphones used. These microphones that I'm talking about are very versatile on a lot of different equipment, so you can mic it on not only drums, but amps and voices, etc. The last microphone I'm going to be talking about is kind of common sense at this point, but I gotta talk about it because it's one of the most versatile. That is the Shure SM57. Now, the 57 is so versatile, and you can kind of group in the SM58 in there as well. They have slightly different frequency responses, and the 58 has a pop filter, but these microphones you can do so much with. Okay, you can record drums, you can record voices, you can do so much with them. The 57, a lot of people lean on as their default snare mic, and unfortunately it's not $50 anymore. I'm pretty sure it went up to $100, so that's kind of sad, but it's still really worth the money. They're very good microphones to have, especially if you're first starting off recording things. And a lot of people, instead of using the SM7B, have just a 57 and it works great, or they have a 58 and it works great. Really durable mics too. I've seen people run these microphones over with cars and they still work. Great mics to have in the closet. I don't know an engineer that doesn't have a 57 or a 58. Also really good reference mics if you just need a mic to have in the studio as a default, or something to use as a talkback microphone. Really good for those purposes as well. Those are my top 5 versatile microphones seen in home studios and also used in professional studios as well. If it's a great mic, it's going to be used no matter where, no matter how. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this. Also, leave a comment about what you would like to see next. I love to hear your guys' input. And that is it for today's video. I will see you next week. Goodbye.